This is your last chance to get rich. If you are watching this right now and you know that you have to make a change, you know it is now or never. You know, either you decide to get rich right now and make the change and make this the time to do it, or it's never going to happen. This is a reality most wholesalers right now are facing. Most people looking into this, looking really to get in this business, most people looking to actually get rich, they're facing this right now. It's happening now. Either they make a change or nothing changes. And this is the reality you are facing right now. And the only thing I can tell you is time is ticking. Time is almost up for you. It is now or never. And a lot of you guys are going to have to be making very tough decisions. And I truly believe most wholesalers, they have to make the decision tonight. And tonight is going to be your last chance. There's so many people making the change. There's so many people getting rich. There's so many people actually becoming successful. There's so many people actually living their life. There's so many people going out here and living the exact dreams that they've wanted their entire lives. And there are some right now that are on the cusp. They're at that brink, that next big break. And unfortunately, a lot of you guys are going to quit. A lot of you guys are actually going to make it. I don't know exactly you watching this right now exactly, because there's a lot of people watching, exactly which one you are. Are you the one that's going to take this and actually make it or break and actually make it, or not? A lot of people are, they're like an animal in the corner, right? Either you're in the corner, you get stuck in the corner. Either you get stuck in that corner and you put in the fetal position and you just give up, or you attack. The winners attack. When the pressure comes to you, when it feels like 1,000,000 pounds is on your shoulders, you man up and you make the change. You man up and you do what has to be done. Or you sit down, you cower, and you make your excuses. Which one are you going to be? Which one are you deciding to be today and tonight? I truly believe most wholesalers have to make the decision right now. Time is almost up. It's very uncomfortable for a lot of people right now to understand this, but time is ticking. Either you can go out here and make a change, or nothing in this world is going to change for you. And a lot of people think I'm exaggerating here, but like, if you're looking by the end of the year to get rich, to actually make that change, a lot of you have to start changing right now. And for most wholesalers watching this, that change is scary. That change is something you've never really had to deal with in a very long time. That this is a change that you're not used to. You don't have someone on your butt 24/7 telling you have to make this change. And I've been at the highest mountaintops, guys and gals. I've been there. I've made millions of dollars wholesaling houses. I've made a ton of money in this business. I've helped countless people make millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars wholesaling. There's not one person in wholesaling real estate that has more successful students than me. I've helped more people than anyone else, and I've gotten extremely rich doing this. And so when I tell you straight up in your eyes that I know what it takes, but the problem is a lot of people watch the heck. A portion of the people watching this is going to be probably their last video they ever watch of me, because they decide to quit. There's another portion where this is a video that changes everything. And so what I want to do is just tell you a couple things today of exactly why this is your last chance to get rich, why you need to make the decision right now to go all in on wholesaling houses. I'm not telling you to go quit your job. I'm not telling you to go dump everything and get all in on wholesaling like that, right? No, but go all in mentally on this. Go all in on making that change. And you know, a lot of my videos, most of them are fundamentals of like, do this, this, and this. This is how you do this, how you find buyers, how you do it. Heck, I got a free wholesaling course, freewholesaling.com. Everyone knows how to hop on there and actually learn, right? Duh, everyone knows. But the one thing I can't teach to half y'all out here is that mindset, that killer mentality, that Mamba mentality, that destructive force in your heart, that just non-ending generator of fuel, of motivation to keep going when things get tough. That's the one thing I can't teach. For many and some, I can show you where it's at. But either you have it in your soul or you don't. And I truly believe if you are destined to be rich, if you really have what it takes, you have that in your soul. If you are broke and you're sick of being broke, that's all you really need. right? And a lot of people think, oh, you got to be this guy with 4 kids and you got to pay for a mortgage and your family and your wife. You don't need that. You need the will and the dedication to never work that 9 to 5 job, to not be that 9 to 5 matrix type person, to actually go out here and make that change. This is what you can do. But the truth is, most people, they're not destined to that kind of life. If you ever feel like you're wanting more, this is it. The truth is here, and I'm not saying this to go rah, rah, rah on you, right? But people are getting rich wholesaling. This is not a fake thing. And the reason why I'm saying there's a last chance is a lot of people are taking up this chance, this opportunity, right? And, I've shown people forever and forever about this, but like, there's a lot of people getting rich wholesaling houses, like a ton. All right. I mean, I can go on and on and on forever about this. And these are just a portion of the small sliver of checks that are being sent, And this isn't even this. Like, I mean, this is, a lot of these are pretty recent, but like, we're just getting checks off outside the wazoo here. We got 15, 17, 27, 40. Is that 18 grand, 7 grand? And we can go 6 grand. I mean, I gotta see how much that is, but like, I mean, we can just keep going on and on and on. 16. One of these are 40 here. We got 4 checks right here, right? And we got some even today, right? Like we can go even on and on forever on this. But like, even to this day, people are posting checks and like, people are getting rich wholesaling houses, and a lot of them are just from this channel. Heck, I could show you the countless podcasts I've done here on people that they've shown how to get rich, right? Heck, you even go on, like, you can go anywhere, right? Like, I mean, I've shown this forever. Like, if you just go to flipwork.com, I've shown this. I've gotten a lot of people rich in this business, right? Like, a disgusting amount. It's crazy. Like, I can talk about this forever and ever, but like, 700 grand, 2 years, 5 deals a month, 50K first deal, 20K, 100K 6 months, 4 deals at 23, 200K, 10K, 28. I did JV with him. 70K his first month, 165 in 6 months, 72K, 10, 5, $73,000 in 3 months, 50 grand, $1 million, 20K, 100K a month, 80. And these are all people learning for free. These are all HUDs verified, just showing you. $500,000 8 months, 17 grand a month, 48 grand a month, 101,000 one deal, 30K in 2 months, 50K in 6 months, and just more and more and more. Those are just tiny little podcasts. I even posted all of them on here, right? What I'm just trying to show you here is this isn't like a get rich quick scheme. This ain't no guru little pitch here. I get people results. I get people rich, and these people never pay me a dime. I've just showed them for free how to get that money, how to go actually out here and get it. And so if you're watching this and you want to get it, you want to be like these people, you want to be all these people I've shown you. I not guarantee you the success. I ain't guaranteeing this, instantly going to get it. But I can guarantee if you put your efforts out there, you actually work your butt off and actually do what I say, your chances are going to be pretty high. They're going to be pretty dang high. Because every single person I talk to like that, they put in the work. They don't quit. They don't give up. It's tough out there. They don't do that. They make it happen. They're winners. Of course they make it. I've always said this, but winners win and losers lose. It is as simple as that. I look at wholesalers all day. It's winners win and losers lose. The losers will always lose, and the winners will always stay winning. This is a life lesson for a lot of people you have to understand. But you have to make the decision in your mind before you actually win that you are a winner. Every person that won, they decided before they won that they're a winner. Look at all the boxing, MMA, all those fights, right? The person in any hand-to-hand combat, any one-on-one combat, right? One-on-one sport of anything, to win, a prerequisite to that is to think or believe that you will win. What is a belief in something called? Confidence. And that's a shocking part, right? A lot of wholesalers out here, they have confidence issues. And confidence is just a lack of confidence is a lack of belief. And so if you're coming out here with a lack of confidence, you have a lack of belief in yourself to win. And if you already have a lack in your ability to win in this business, you're getting nowhere, dude. Like, you're getting nowhere. You're going to stay broke. You're going to stay struggling. That lack of belief in yourself that you can make this change, you can get rich and do it. You're done. You have to make a decision to go all in to decide, yes, it's happening. I'm going all in. This is the time where I make the change. This is the time where I go all in. This is the time where I make zero excuses. I do the work and I put my head down and I stop complaining and I say, yes, sir, and get to work. That is it. All right. It's just like being a farmer or fisherman. It's always like that. Either you go out here and do the work, you do the fishing, you don't catch the fish. Most likely, you can blame the conditions all you want. But guess what happens if you're a fisherman? That's all you have to do to survive, and you don't catch the fish. You die because you have nothing to eat. You make excuses all day, you're just going to die. It's the people that have to make it and do whatever it takes for success. So which one are you willing to do right now? I get a lot of people I help out. It's insane to me. So the information is never the issue in this business. Everyone knows wholesaling.com. I have all the info you need. That is never the issue here. Okay. That information is shown. It's clearly there. For a lot of you guys, it's that belief you need to have in yourself to get rich. And so make the decision today. Either you are going to go all in tonight, you're going to go all in on wholesaling houses, or you let somebody else go all in. I kind of already showed you, I basically already showed you that wholesalers that have decided to go all in, what happens? And every single one of them has decided to go all in and start doing the work. The ones that did not go all in, the ones that decided to not do everything possible, that did not mentally believe in themselves, buy the ticket to their success, they ain't doing it. And this ain't no pitch fest to go to a $3,000, $4,000 live event, right? No, this is all mental for yourself, because your success is your success. Your success is not my success. I show these people's wins, but they're their wins, not mine. And I truly believe for myself, I can coach you to success, but it's ultimately up to you to make the shot. I can tell you to make the shot or the play to run. You don't make the shot, you don't make the shot. And so someone else is going to reach their dreams, retire their mom, do whatever they want, and you'll be broke. But which one do you want to do? I truly always believe it's not a dog-eat-dog world out here, but in some cases it is. It's you versus the other player. And are you going to let the other player win, or are you going to win? There's a winner and a loser. And it's for that specific deal. So this is the time to go all in. This is the time you stop panicking. This is the time where you get calm. We make non-emotional decisions, and we do the work. I look at any wholesaler right now that is not where they want to be at. I think I posted a short, or like I just responded to a comment or something on Instagram, right? Where they're reels, right? And this guy said, he said, I cold called 3 hours a day for 3 days straight, and I get no results. I didn't get any deals, so I just gave up. I threw in the towel. And I roasted the dude. Man, I'll be completely honest with you. If you just put in a full-time shift, 9 hours, and didn't get instant results, shame on you, right? You decide you're going to learn Spanish, and in 9 hours, you're not completely fluent. Oh, I'm so sorry. And so what was it? Were your expectations off? Or was it really reality that anyone can learn Spanish from English to Spanish in 9 hours? No, duh, of course not. No one's ever done that. And so you decide you're going to put 9 hours in and you want to make $30,000 in 9 hours. How selfish are you to think that? If anyone could do it, of course it'd already be done. If I could put 10 hours in practicing chess and be a chess grandmaster, of course I'd do that. It only took me 9 hours to learn how to be an expert boxing. I'd be a professional boxer, right? It don't work like that. If I can go build a Fortune 500 company in 4 hours of work, sure. It don't work like that. A lot of you guys are really delusional on what it means to go all in, what it means to get rich in wholesaling. And I've said this, I've been on record. Wholesaling is the fastest way to make $100,000 at any age, anywhere in the entire world. That is legal. Okay, there's also some illegal things a little faster, but you're going to go to jail for that, right? I did not say it is the quickest, easiest, non-effort way in the world of any job. Okay. I've said it is the easiest way to make 100K. But I've never, when I say the easiest way to make 100K legally in a short amount of time, that does not mean, I said the word easy, and a lot of people assume I mean 2 or 3 hours of work. No, 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 no. I still mean at least 3, 4 hours a day of work. But you do something for 3 or 4 hours a day for a month straight and make 100K, and tell me which one will yield you the results. Try drop shipping. You got to put 5 grand in. You got no money. You can't do that. You try the day trading thing. That ain't gonna work. You try all these little side hustles. Let's do a car detailing business. Let's do all these things. You put 4 hours a day in it. Was that 120 hours? None of those things are going to yield you 100 grand. But if you are on the street, you got no money. Wholesaling houses is the way. Bike for dollars, walk for dollars, drive for dollars, JV, whatever. You can do it. And so it's not inherently no effort. It is not a no effort thing. It is a high effort, high reward thing, though. And so, yes, it is easy relatively when you compare it to other things. But when you compare it to working a 9-to-5 job, it is way harder than a 9-to-5 job. I think a lot of people go into wholesaling think it's easier than a job. It's not. It is not easier than a job. In most reality, it's harder than a job, but you get paid more. And over a long enough time horizon where you're at now, over 7 years in wholesaling, it's not difficult. Working a couple hours a day, making millions of dollars, that ain't the bad life for me. But no one ever sees this. I had somebody go to my house the other day. They had to go fix something at my property, right where I live at, and they're like, "Man, it must be nice to have money like you, man. I have to work so hard." Someone legit told me that. Oh, it must be nice living, with that view, having a place like that and all that. They legit said that to my face, and they're trying to up me on the price, right? Yeah, I'm pretty tough on it, but they repair something, an appliance, and I'm like, do you understand what I was doing from 17 to 21 years old? No, what do you mean? And I'm like, I worked every single day. I woke up in the morning, I worked. I went to bed working. I woke up the next morning working, and I went to bed working. I woke up, I worked, I went to bed, I worked. I ate in the middle, I took an hour for working out, and then I worked. I woke up in the morning, I worked, I went to bed, I worked. 7 days straight, nonstop, for over 4 years. Have you ever done that for 4 years straight? No. You take Saturday off, you take Sunday off, you go fishing, you go hang out with the buddies, you go drinking, on Friday night, right? You wouldn't see me in a bar. You wouldn't see me watching Netflix on TikTok, and I was working. Like, what are you doing? And this is the honest truth. I was cold calling. I was working. I was putting 15, 16, 17 hours in days. I was not sleeping enough. And you have the audacity to tell me it's nice. It's nice to have all these things. It's nice. But yeah, you see the results of the fruits of my labor. But you don't understand the scars mentally. And not bad. I look at these scars as something of a pride. These aren't terrible scars, but the mental anguish I went through, pushing myself to work hard, to get up at 5 a.m. to put bandit signs out in the morning, all these things. And you have the audacity to tell me it must be nice. You don't understand how tough this has been for me. Not one acknowledgement of that, not one thought, just, oh, he must have it easy. No one looks at these things. They always look at the result, right? It must be nice. Must be nice. Oh, I wish I could have what, yeah, buddy. I told that man, I know you want what I have, but you're not willing to do what it takes to get what I have, right? Are you willing to work 15, 16 hours every single day for 4 years straight to get this? No. Exactly. And so the people that want what I want, and I'm not telling you to do what I did, right? But to get the point where you're making 7 figures at 24 years old and millions and millions and millions of dollars and have that growing at an insane rate it took that point. And obviously when I was 21, I decided, you got things scaled out. I can hire people. And that's just how most businesses run. You go crazy hard in the beginning and you can kind of scale things up at the end here. But like, everyone wants what I want. Trust me. Oh my Lord. Everybody wants it. But until they realize what I did to get to that, then they say, oh, I don't want that, right? That's the honest truth. And so a lot of people watching this, a lot of people watching this right now, you have to ask yourself, do you really want it? And I'm being completely honest with you. I'm not telling you to work 14, 15 hours. But if you're watching this and you're not willing to put at least a couple hours into wholesaling every single day, every day, you should get out of here. Being completely honest, just leave. Make this the last wholesaling video you ever watch. Go back to your job. Make sure you have a boss who tells you what to do every day. Get your 2 weeks, right? 4 weeks of vacation a year. Make that the best time of your entire year. Your entire year is dedicated to just 14 days. And hopefully you're not sick during any of those days, right? And that's what you're at, right? Perpetually rent your property for the rest of your life, drive your Toyota Camry, and just do what you do. Make that your life. Oh, health insurance. I need my health insurance. Not knowing it's a little more expensive, but you can do it as an entrepreneur, no problem at all. Go do it. Go for it. If you're not willing to put 2 hours into that, but you're willing to put 2 hours into YouTube, TikTok, social media, staring at people on the internet, actually getting rich, go do it. But some people got to watch from the sidelines, and I don't mind you doing it. But if people actually want to play the game and do it, go do it. I'd rather be the guy at my deathbed saying, I have no regrets. I literally did everything possible to get to what I wanted. My family set up. My family knows what I did. And I literally did everything I can to accomplish all my goals and dreams. I can do that. I physically can't live with myself as an 89-year-old man who can't travel or do anything because I'm 90. But hopefully at 90, I'll be better. Technology. Be like, man, I should have done that thing. Or how much better would my life have been? Or I could have taken care of my kids more, or this or that or that. That would tear me up inside, right? I think everyone should make these crazy goals and reach them. What's the point of being a human being if you can't reach the pinnacle of what you want to be and always be better? Isn't that the point? You have to reach it, right? Are you just living for the weekend? Is that really what your life is? Is your life literally living towards the weekend, watch your football games, and then go back to the Matrix reality? Like, I don't know what else to tell you, but like, you're getting plugged into it. That's all you do. You're miserable. You're not happy. You want to live 5 out of 7, right? 5 out of 7 days. Over 80% of your day is just miserable, tired, and you're too tired on the weekend. You got to rest on the weekends, and you go back to it. You're just a worker bee at this point. You're just sitting around doing nothing. Is that really what you want? Because I have people telling me how tough and brutal cold calling is. Oh, I cold call 3 hours a day for 3 days straight. Bro, I cold call 5 hours a day, 5 days a week straight for a year straight till I was running up 6 figures. I didn't stop. I didn't quit. I didn't care. Seriously. I was willing to do it. Yeah, I asked Rick, hey, how do I cold call? He don't know how to call. He doesn't cold call ever. I go on YouTube, buy my $10,000 cold calling course. Think about the reality I was in. I was in college. Rick didn't know how to cold call. He didn't virtual wholesale at all. Okay, fine. Okay, he can't help me. I mean, he can help me a little, but like he doesn't know how to cold call. Okay, fine. Oh, let's look here. Let's go on YouTube. How do I cold call? No one's telling you how to cold call. It's a $10,000 program course. What do I do? What was my options at 18, 19 years old here? I was in Springs dorms, University of Florida, 2018. What do I do in this situation? Do I go party it up and just complain and stay broke? I mean, I wasn't broke, but like, do I just make no money, wait till college to be over? What was I going to do? I decided to myself during that time, it was crunch time. I decided whatever BS excuse I had in my mind of why I can't start wholesaling, cold calling, things like that. No, I literally decided to myself, right? I'm going to figure this thing out. And I messed up hard. I suffered. I did a lot of cold calling. I did a lot of bad ones. but I decided how to talk to sellers. I developed a script for myself that worked, started getting people to do it for me, and scaled it up. And a lot of you guys don't understand this, but I decided to just go all in. I decided to become an expert in this domain that I was not good at all. Just cold calling. I was decent talking to sellers, but was I truly an expert in cold calling? No, I was not even close. And so I'm thinking to myself here, and I get people telling me that 3 hours is too much for them when everything I've put into this business, everything I put in this business was to get what I'm at right now. And so, boys and gals, we are at crunch time here. I've been at crunch time many times in my life. I was in crunch time when I was broke. I was in crunch time when I had to start cold calling. I was in crunch time when the sickness came around. You can't say that word on YouTube. I decided a lot of wholesalers shut down their wholesale. I decided, well, let's go even crazier. Let's go after this list. And I discovered, Tired Landlord list really well for us there, right? A lot of wholesalers get into crunch time. And I believe where we're at right now in 2024, we're in crunch time. And this is a crunch time in your life. And what are you going to do? Your back's going to be against the wall. Whether you decide to make a change or nothing changes. What are you going to do? You can make your excuses. You can cry about it all day and stay broke, or you make the change. That is it. And so if you're looking at your wholesaling business right now and you haven't gotten any results, you can either make excuses or make moves. Look in the mirror, realize what you've been doing is not working, kind of get a little clean slate and start over. I don't know what to tell you here. We can do one-on-one calls. I do it to anyone, go comment, but just a random little cry about things ain't going to happen at all. And so you have to understand in wholesaling real estate, if you want to make a change, go out here and get it. No one's going to give you any change. No one's going to give you any results. No one's going to give you any money. Make money or stay broke. Whatever little excuse you have in your mind right now, get rid of it. All right? Please get rid of it right now. I don't want to hear it. I do not care. I'm not going to cry for you. I'm not going to weep for you. Oh, wham. I'm so sorry for your whatever. The problem is, and I'm a very sympathetic person, you can give me whatever reason why you're not at where you're at right now. Whatever reason you want to give it to me right now. And I can give you an individual who had a worse situation. I've gone all the way from the deaf wholesalers to the blind wholesalers that get deals. I can go all the way down the line. The single moms of 4, the people living in Botswana, the people living in Nigeria. Nigeria is actually a pretty cool country. Nigeria actually has a really cool infrastructure and amazing internet, and they speak English there, so it's great. Think of a worse situation. Honestly, Algeria is probably one of the toughest situations I've seen. I think someone's gotten their first deal from. That's a tougher situation, right? People having civil wars in their country, they're getting wholesaling deals, right? And you want to go tell me that you living in your mom's house in Knoxville, Tennessee, is at 17 years old is the bad situation, the trenches? No, you don't understand. Things can always be worse for you right now. And for every single person complaining, you are richer than any dead person in the graveyard right now. So I don't even care any of your excuses, because any dead person will trade. I don't know if they can trade their dead, their bones to be at your situation right now. Just to have air in your lungs is a gift and a reason for you to keep going. And so whatever excuse you want to give to me, I'm not going to hear it, because whatever excuse you tell me, that just adds emotion to between you and the results. So this is your results. This is you. You don't want anything in between that. And when you put a layer of emotion in it, then you can't see it. Things get clouded, right? Oh, I can't see anything. John Cena, right? And then you're blinded. You're blinded by your own emotions. And so we need to discover how to really clear your emotions out of this and look at the situation, what is in front of you, and make the logical decision to do. It's always going to be work harder, do more volume, and make more money. And this is half of my job for new wholesalers. I have to sift out the emotion of, oh, it's tough. I'm tired. I'm in school. I have a job. this, and that. Whatever your little excuse is, I have to shift the emotion out of it and make a logical step of what you need to do next. That is 98% of all your problems out here. If we can get rid of your excuse, which is just your emotion clouding your judgment in wholesaling, get a clean slate, look at things from an actual perspective, we're good to go. You telling me it's like, the clerk told me they can't give me the list. Okay. Well, have we tried multiple times? Have we cold called the manager? Have we? No, I haven't done that. I just came here to ramble and make an excuse. The point I'm trying to make here is before you make an excuse, think, am I making an emotional decision right now? Is this something that is going to help me actually clearly, logically understand my situation or not? And if it's an information issue, it should be easily answered from freewholesaling.com. And if it's an emotional issue, I can help you out, right? I can go on and on about this, okay? So many wholesalers, they decide to put emotions into this. Why do gurus try to sell you a $5,000 course? They put emotion. You ever go on these calls from them? Guess what they do? Logically, paying $5,000 to learn cold calling makes no sense at all. Makes zero sense, right? And what do? This is an important sales tactic, right? The guy on the discovery call starts pushing in a substance so you stop thinking about logic. You know what they do? What's that little substance they put in during the discovery calls? I have my guys. We do a lot of live recordings with all the gurus on the discovery calls, so I know their tactics are. That's why I learned how they push credit cards, how they push HELOC loans on properties, how they push people to take out more second mortgages and things like this to go pay for the programs. What they do is that they inject emotion into the call. Because once you start injecting emotion in the call, you start to get clouded of, is this a logical choice? You don't know. There's smoke and mirrors. They start pumping fear in. And now you're like, oh my gosh, I don't know which way to go. And they just push you down the hole and try to get your credit card, HELOC, second mortgage, whatever it is. They just try to get you broke. It's all about separating you from your money. And so once we understand that's what the gurus do, this is how bad decisions are made through emotion. What I have to do is show most wholesalers is let's get rid of emotion. Let's use logic. I get a lot of people saying, I can't wholesale in Dallas. I'll present 5 or 6 wholesalers I've shown Dallas, and they're making $100K a month. And I'm like, do what they do. And then you get the results, right? It's so stinking funny to me how many of y'all will put emotions in your decisions. And I know this seems weird. I feel like maybe some people think I'm saying something the obvious. But really think about it really hard. Am I making something an emotional decision or not for my excuses? And once you can eliminate the emotion out of it and actually get logical, it's good to go. And a lot of people that understand this, that they see a lot of my conversations with people sometimes get a little slightly, maybe it gets slightly repetitive. Just a little bit. You know why? Because the easiest way possible, I just remove the emotions from people's situations. And so right now watching this, we're in the last 2 minutes of the game, right? The year's almost over. We're heading into 2024. Either you decide we are going to start the upward spiral or not. And what is this upward spiral I have always talked about, right? I've always talked about the upward spiral forever. But everyone knows about a downward spiral, right? A downward spiral, you start doing something bad, that usually leads to you having momentum doing something bad. So momentum is not a good or bad thing. I hope you understand this, right? Usually if things are going good for you, they keep going well. If things go bad, they usually keep going bad. It is not human nature. It is just momentum for many things in life. An object in motion will stay in motion, and an object at rest will stay at rest. And so when momentum is moving, it's going to keep going in that direction until a force of that energy or greater changes it to the other spot. And so momentum is not a uphill downhill thing, because you can't really have momentum up, right? Unless something is sucking it. It's kind of like a left or right, just straight leveled. So if you keep rolling the ball, it's going to keep rolling on the momentum side. And if something's pushing it forward, it makes it easier. You have to stop something at greater force on the other end. And so let's say left is bad, right is good, right? And so if we're watching this right now and we start doing bad things, we start making excuses, we start crying about things, we start going on social media more, we start staring at people online, and that's all we're doing. Momentum's going to shift us towards bad things. So those are things that usually lead to you making less money. You keep going down that hole. Oh, no, look, the new episode came out of this, and you just keep going there. You keep going there. You keep going there. And your momentum keeps shifting, and you start making no money. Versus an upward spiral, right? So that's a spiral that goes down. A spiral can also go up in the positive direction. This is talking about wholesaling real estate, all right? So you'll be surprised in this. But the more marketing you do in wholesaling real estate, which marketing is a good thing for wholesaling, the more you market, the more sellers you talk to, guess what's going to happen? You're going to end up, if you do more calls, more texts, more drawing for dollars, more reverse drawing for dollars, direct mail, whatever it is to get in front of sellers, the more of that you do, the more people you're going to reach out to that actually want to sell their property. More leads, more appointments, more locked up contracts, more cash buyers wanting to buy those deals, more assignments, ending up more deals. So you got to understand, the more I market, the more deals I make. And so this is the upward spiral. The more I market, the more money I make. Easy peasy as that. So this is what we have to understand here, guys and gals, all right? We have to start our upward spiral. Start getting rich. This is your last chance. And what I'm going to repeat myself, so please don't get upset. But what do you have to look at in a wholesaling business for anyone watching this? And I say this almost once every live stream now on this channel, but because I'm going to let everyone do one-on-one calls with me. I'll talk to any wholesaler that needs my help because I'm always here for them. I'm not a broke wholesaling guru. And I'll talk to them. You can give me your excuses, you can give me whatever, but I'll always ask you one question. That is it. You tell me, okay? You tell me your problems. You tell me this or whatever. I don't even know how. I don't need to know how many calls you made. I don't need to know what market you're in. I don't need to know any of this stuff really. All I have to do is ask you one question. How many of this have you done? And I can correlate from that strictly in a really good percent if you've done any wholesaling deals this year or not. That's all I got to ask you. It's kind of a funny one, but it's true. What is this? Most important KPI in wholesaling is offers. Offers, offers, offers. If you are not making offers, you are not making money wholesaling. That is the name of the game. Oh, but Zach, I cold called this many times and I got blah, 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 blah. I don't care how many cold calls you made. I don't care how many contacts. I do care about your contacts kind of, but like that's one thing to help me out with it. I do care about contacts. Take that back. I don't care about calls really too much. It's more about contacts, right? It's all about the offers though. The contacts lead to appointments and those appointments lead to offers. Offers, offers, offers. Whew. I cannot stress this enough. If you want to get deals, you're going to have to make offers. The man or woman that makes more offers usually makes more money wholesaling. That is it. And how do you get offers? You do more marketing. Duh! That's how easy this business is. This is a simple business. You have to work hard. You have to execute, but it's simple. It's like basketball. Put the ball in the hoop. Yeah, there's some rules in between there, but for most of the time, that's what you're focusing on. You'll be good to go. Right. How do I get better at basketball? You should practice more. That's 99% of the problem is that. All right. You talk to Michael Jordan, LeBron. You have the opportunity to talk to Kobe, right? You look at all these great athletes and people like that. It's funny to say it, but like, how do I get good at basketball? What's the secret? I did it a lot and I practiced a lot. I practiced it. Honestly, you look at Kobe Bryant. All right. I love Kobe. I model a lot of stuff from him because he's an amazing businessman also. He had a lot of money from basketball, but like that's how he made the money, right? How did he get so good at basketball? Was he the most athletically gifted man of all time? No. He was very athletically gifted. I'll give him that. But there's a lot of other people in the NBA that were just as athletically gifted than him, probably even more. Okay. But you know what's one thing he did that this is fascinating? He did the same thing that Larry Bird did, the same exact method. All right. Larry Bird and Kobe Bryant, since they were kids, and you have to look at Larry Bird during his time, right? You can't compare him to now, right? If you ever, I'll tell everyone, if you ever want to watch Larry Bird highlights, Larry Bird before Michael Jordan came in the league, he was a straight up menace. He was downright evil, medieval on people. He was an amazing trap. I love Larry Bird. During his time, he was insane. No one could even touch him. Magic Johnson maybe a little, but like no one could really even touch him. Then Michael Jordan came in, basketball changed, right? But during his time, he couldn't be touched. And if you ever read Larry Bird's biography or autobiography, right, you look at Kobe Bryant and like how they lived their life, they're very similar in what they did starting out. They just practiced more than anyone else was willing to ever do. They did such an unholy amount of practicing. They practiced so many shots that Larry Bird anywhere can just sink a shot. Kobe Bryant did so many fadeaways and shots and practice. He just did it so many times. It became like it was at the point where it's like he's done this so much. It would be insane if he didn't make the shot, right? It'd be shocking if he couldn't even make it, right? And so you have to be at that point in wholesaling where I've talked to so many sellers. It should be downright impossible for me not to make $100,000 this year. I put so much work into talking to sellers, closing deals, watching Zach stuff, talking to him in person that I have to make. It makes zero sense if I didn't make $100,000, right? And it's almost downright impossible in wholesaling to do 2,000 reverse drawing for dollar sticky notes and not get a $30,000 wholesaling deal. It's almost downright impossible not to get one wholesaling deal from that if you did it the correct way. Downright impossible. And so that's what you really need to be on this year. This is really the stuff you need to be on. You do so much marketing. It makes virtually zero sense at all for you not to get rich wholesaling houses. Versus you guys, not everyone, but some of y'all out here saying, oh, how do I do it where it's just easy? How do I just take the little potion and be really good at basketball? You don't deserve it. You watch this right now, you want to get rich. Frankly, some of y'all don't deserve to get rich at all. You don't deserve any of the good stuff coming from it. You know why? Because you didn't work hard for it. What is given must be taken from, and what has been taken must be giveth back. And so understanding these things, and I didn't make that quote up, these are things I've read, but stuff I've experienced from my experience and thoughts of the world and looking at things is the effort I put in this, I've always gotten it back. And, I'm going to leave you out a quote at the end of this. It's going to be true. And it's one of those profound things I'll leave to the end of this because this is something I need you to think about. But I was going to spill it out, but I'm not going to spill it out right now. But if you're looking at your day right now, and I push everyone and I push so many, focus on income producing activities. If you really want to see a trend in things in your money, whatever you're doing, let's say tomorrow at 4 p.m., ask yourself, is this producing income or is it not? And there are very few things that you should be doing that doesn't do this, right? Sleeping, sure. Eating, eating over 45 minutes for lunch, it's a little much, but whatever, right? And really start looking, okay, cold calling, yes, that produces income. Me comping a property, it doesn't really produce income, but I needed to get a deal, fine. Okay, sure. Networking with a realtor that's never done a listing in their life, that has no buyers at all, that doesn't have any pocket listings, that doesn't really want to get into real estate at all, that's not income producing. I know it's networking. It's not a good one, right? You talking to motivated sellers, you reverse trying for dollars, you trying to pull the Coke violation list, right? That's income producing. you writing on the internet that Zach sucks and everything sucks, that's not going to make you any money. Focus on income producing activities. And this is going to hurt a lot of people, but like you going out here and trying to pull a code violation list, if you just want to get said no and you just give up, you just wasted all that time. It ain't going to help you out, right? You trying to go out here and pull a list and maybe put some music on, is that going to help you make more money or less money? No. It's probably going to hinder you, a lot of y'all, right? You have to focus on things that are going to make you money. You have to understand this. In wholesaling real estate, and this is not a sexy quote, this is not thing people want to know, but it's true. Suffering is inevitable. Stop being scared of it. A lot of you guys are so scared of the suffering that you're going to have to do to get into wholesaling. There is suffering. I will not shy away from it, and I will not lie to anyone. There is suffering when it comes to wholesaling houses. There is a lot of it, to be frank. But the rewards are greater than any of the suffering that I've ever had to deal with in wholesaling real estate. The suck I have had to do in wholesaling is insanely high, more than any job anyone probably has. And there's some people have worse jobs than me, I get it. But the amount of suffering I've done versus the amount of money, rewards, and time that I've been afforded, nothing compares to it. And you really have to make a decision right now. Are you scared to suffer? I'll be frank with anyone watching this. If you are living life right now, you will suffer. Life has suffering in it. But the reward of living life is greater than the suffering always in any sum of the human endeavor that you go through. And so, yes, me living my life right now, I'm 24, right? By the time, hopefully I live to over 100, in the next 76 years of my life, I will have, will I suffer? Will I not? I will go through insane suffering, probably. I'll probably go through unimaginable things. But I know from every old person I've ever talked to, deathbed, things like that, they've always, living the life and the journey has always been greater than the suffering and loss they've always had to deal with. Same thing, and that's like deep deathbed stuff, right? Living life as a human. But let's kind of put that on a micro scale in wholesaling real estate. The suffering you deal with in wholesaling real estate is nothing compared to the rewards and the financial freedom and protecting your family and all these things that come with it, right? There's not 1 ounce of my suffering that I've had to deal with wholesaling real estate that felt like, oh, I regret that. Because me being able to take care of my mom, buying my mom stuff, helping her out, all this, it's always worth it. Knowing my mom never has to work another day in her life, I will suffer a million times over before my mom has to ever deal with any of that stuff, right? And so you going out here and wholesaling right now, thinking, oh, it's going to be an easy cake. Well, it ain't going to be an easy cake. You will suffer. But the reward is always worth it. You must make this decision right now in your life. Am I going to accept that I'm going to suffer? Will I accept this knowing that it's going to be worth it in the end? Or just quit, give up? People do it all the time. People quit wholesaling all the time because the suffering's too much. And that's okay. They'll never seek the rewards and they'll never get it. They'll watch from the sidelines of you getting that success. And all I can tell you at the end of the day in wholesaling real estate, I want to leave you on this quote because this is the most profound thing I can tell you in wholesaling. I don't think I've ever talked about this, but here's the truth. All right. What is done in the dark will come to the light. And this is something you have to truly say to yourself a couple times. And what I mean by this is what you do in wholesaling in the dark will always come to the light. And so if I have a wholesaler come to me saying, Zach, I'm grinding, bro. I'm doing this and this and this, but I'm broke and I haven't got any results in a year. Everyone likes to flaunt what they're doing, right? Everyone, oh, let me document the work I'm putting in, and none of the results happen. Just shut up. I hate to tell you this, right? If you suck at basketball, right, and you lose, it's because of what you did in the dark. It's not what happened in the light, right? And what I mean by that is what you do when no one is watching, that practice, that grind, when it comes to the light of seeing how many deals you've done, I can tell straight up how much money you made compared to what you've done in the dark. And so when I get wholesalers that haven't done any deals and they haven't done any marketing, I know because you did no deals, you probably have lacked in your marketing. What you've done in the dark has shown in the light that you didn't put the work in. The people that, they work out 5 hours a day, 5 days a week in the gym. They claim to eat right. They claim to grind hard, and they get no muscle growth and they're not jacked. Because I know in the dark, you really didn't work hard. I don't have to, like, y'all on social media like to doing that. Oh, I'm grinding hard here. And year to year, you get no better results. It's because I know what you've done in the dark when no one is watching. When the camera's not on in the gym, it wasn't good. It wasn't terrible. You didn't put in the work when no one is watching. And this kind of goes full circle. You look at Kobe Bryant, Larry Bird, all that work he put in, no one saw that until the game actually started. The game was just kind of it was a formality at that point, right? Larry Bird, Kobe shooting the game-winning shot. Kobe Bryant, by the time he takes that floater on the edge there, he shot that shot 30, 40, 50,000 times, right? What he's done in the dark has shown itself in the light on that moment. Because everything's that moment he made the shot, and it was not. It was the 15,000 shots he'd made for the past 15 years before that, right? And so you watch in wholesaling real estate right now, and you're not getting the results. It's because what you've done in the dark has not been enough. And it will always come to the light. And this is a sad reality for most wholesalers, but you have to understand this. Nobody cares. Guys, when I was cold calling 5 hours a day, 5 days a week for a year straight, getting up at 4 or 5 a.m. for bandit signs, suffering, working, blah, 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 just grinding. I didn't post one YouTube video. I wasn't doing anything on social. I was getting rich. No one saw that darkness because I was working in the dark. I was working. And then you all see it. You only see the shiny. You only see the good stuff because you weren't watching me grinding. Because I'm not on social media. I wasn't posting. I was too busy getting it. I wanted it so bad. I was willing to do whatever it took. Some of y'all like posting and about the grind too much. Get out here and do it. Nobody cares. Show your results, not your work. All right? Talk louder with your results than your words. Your results will always speak louder than your actions. Oh, bro, I'm working out, dude. I'm in the gym. Nobody cares. Walking all buff in a room. Those are your results. I see so many people try this. They all talk about the action, the grind. I'm doing it. I'm doing the calls. Show me the deals. Show me the checks. I don't see the checks. I know you're not doing the calls. Y'all can show me, I three calls I'm doing, right? A little picture of you doing cold calling. Until I see the checks, I know you didn't do enough calls. What is done in the dark will always be shown in the light. Once you understand this, it's pretty easy to get rich wholesaling houses. I'll tell you that. So guys, what I want to do is answer some questions you guys got. Love to talk to anyone struggling wholesaling, need help with it. I'm always here. Here's my StreamYard link. This is given to anyone publicly, so some of y'all are going to curse or say bad words. So if you have kids in the car or whatever, FYI, I don't know what they're going to say. But I hope that they keep it PG-13 because we want our 5-year-olds to start wholesaling. I swear when I have a 5-year-old, they will be cold calling. I'll put them on the phones. Maybe I'll call child protective services on me. But, they'll be calling, right? They'll be grinding out here. Y'all put your kid in basketball at 5 years old. Well, why can't I put my kid in cold calling at 5, right? Duh. Oh, I'm like I wouldn't get into it. But I'm telling you guys, start doing the work and you'll get the results. So let's see what questions I got here, Tara says, motivation isn't the issue. Please walk us through assigning the contract to a cash buyer. Tara. I can tell you haven't gone to freewholesaling.com. I have a free wholesaling course, Tara, where I show you how to do that. I have conversations with buyers walking through everything about this. If you want the walkthrough of assigning a contract to a cash buyer, my assignment of contract is in freewholesaling.com. The conversation I have with the buyer is already in there. Terry, you got to go to the course first. All right. That's it. Austin says, I'm excited to see the live event on YouTube. Oh yeah. I forgot to mention that on the Flip with Rick YouTube channel, not this YouTube channel, but on the Flip with Rick YouTube channel. Part one of the live event we had in Stuart, Florida is actually going to be posted. We're going to be posting every part of that for a while. So we had a 2-day live event, 26 hours of content of that live event. It was really, really awesome. We're going to post maybe an hour of that a day, the really good stuff, to the people for free, because I'm doing something no wholesaling guru has ever done. When I do a live event, if you can't come, I just give you the recordings. Most people will sell the recordings to the person for $300 or $400. Oh, they paid all this money. We have to keep it a secret, right? Well, the people that came to the event, right? Some of these people, I mean, a big, decent portion of them did JV deals with me, right? Not all of them, right? Some of them just paid to get into Flip Their Plus, but a lot of these people just came in for free, did JV deal, right? And so, just give it to the people, right? And so, yeah, I'm excited for it. Shout out to Saucy Carlos out of East Dallas. Omar says, hey, Zach, how about novations? Homie, don't do novations. Novations are stupid. Novations are trash. Novation is a guru. It's a guru. I can't say the word. It is a guru ploy. It's the best way I can describe that. Do not get in the guru trap. We're not doing novations. That is a stupid thing to do. Why? Oh, Mark, I'm not getting the whole thing. Why? I know someone's selling you a course on how to do this. Let's just say that a lot of title companies right now are catching on to this and saying this is outright fraudulent. Novations are outright fraudulent. Why in the world would you be doing this, and this? That's not right, and it's unethical, and it's borderline illegal. So why would I get you guys sued and give you all this risk and all this crazy stuff? That's the stupidest thing I can do to anyone. So yeah, no. They're way too risky too. So let's answer some questions here. Brady.
What's up, Zach?
I'm good, man. Hello. How are you?
Pretty good. So I got a lead, Digital Bandit sign lead, and this lady, she contacted me. She has 3 houses for sale. She bought them all last year, which is a little weird. She might just need to get out of it. But I think she thinks I'm a cash buyer, so I pretty much did that so I could get to the appointment on Tuesday and look at them all, right? Mm-hmm. And she needs me to close by the end of December, but I have a lack of buyers in my market, and I was wondering if we could JV.
Brady, let me ask you a question. You want to JV because you think I'm going to magically find a cash buyer that's not there?
Well, I don't know. I thought you maybe would have buyers there in Milwaukee.
So, Brady, do you think there's a lack of cash buyers in Milwaukee or a lack of cash buyers on your list?
On my list.
Clarify that to me. Huh?
There's a lack of cash buyers on my list.
That's right. Okay. And so, yeah, I'll do a Milwaukee deal with you.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I could find one.
Because I already found cash buyers, and I'm just going to connect you with it, and I'll get paid half the deal because you're not willing to do it.
Well, I mean, that's fine because, I need to qualify them quickly. If she wants to close by the end of December, I want to get this deal done,
Okay. Do you have a contract written?
No, I'm not. I'm going on the appointment on Tuesday, and I mean, I think I'll get them all under contract. That's the plan.
Okay. Yeah, get the deal under contract. Email support@flipthorg.com. So FYI for everyone, we're revamping our JV. That's why I used to have a video of me on the summerhoover.com. We didn't shut it down, but we've severely reduced the amount of JV deals we're pouring in because our following has kind of gotten a little big. And we've been scaling operations kind of on the down low. And we're going to announce something big 2024 to nationwide the JV. But yeah, we'll do Milwaukee.
Okay, sounds good. And so I have 2 college friends that live in Missouri, Columbia, Missouri, and they don't know anything about wholesaling. But, I think if I could pull lists there and stuff, I could teach them, how to just walk the cash buyers through. You think that would work? Like through seller appointments?
I mean, they just got to do what a realtor does, and it doesn't really take much brain power to do that.
Yeah, pretty much. They just got to make sure that the cash buyer doesn't talk to the seller. So
I mean that they're glorified appointment walkers. It's not that hard. Yeah, you can get
right.
in and do that.
Okay.
Just be careful, man, because if they go to freelancer.com, they'll learn how to do it themselves.
Yeah, but it'll take them time. I mean, I don't think they're
Make
willing
sure
to.
you treat them like a
Probably.
guru, man. Don't tell them about freelancer.com. Make it a secret. Make it confusing. You should be good.
Okay, little employees. All right, that's all I got, Zach.
All right, man. I appreciate. I wouldn't treat them like an
So
employee. An employee wants to be an entrepreneur. They're not an employee for me.
right, but I mean, I'll pay him for it. But so support at flipwithrick.com.
Mm-hmm.
Just send the contract over and the details and whatnot.
Yep. I'll look at all the emails there, even though it's
Okay,
a lot.
sounds good. All right, thanks, Zach.
Appreciate it. Boom. Half my emails that support Flip the Rick are, oh, buy followers, buy views, buy subscribers, buy the. Come on. I get a lot of, so we'll get you featured on a magazine. We'll get you this and this and this. I get a lot of sponsorship questions. Zach, we'll give you 40 grand for what is it, a 30-second in the beginning of the video, right? To go sponsor this. And I'm like, no way. I'm not going to be a NordVPN sponsor for that amount of money. It's kind of funny, but we get asked all these crazy questions. Kyle, what is up, man? Kyle. All right. Bye, Kyle. Jeez Louise. Matt.
Hey there.
How's it going?
hear
Nice
me?
to meet you. I don't think I've ever talked to you.
Yeah, I've never talked to you. I just watch your
Why not?
videos and I've just finally figured out how to get YouTube to notify me of your live calls. So now it tells me, oh, hey, he's going live.
There we go. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
See, dude, I'm always here. It's you that wasn't here. So let's talk.
Yeah.
Let's talk. How can I help you
And
out?
I watched the video and you actually told all the days you go live and the days your dad go live. So I got ready for it. Anyway, you can see I wrote that I wanted help with pulling code violations. So or at least want to know your opinion. I'm in Oregon. I don't know if you've had any success pulling code violations in Oregon. It's one of the blue states. Medford. I'm like an hour from Medford.
Do you know how many wholesalers I've helped in Medford get rich?
Oh yeah,
a lot. Medford's a really good area, dude.
Heck yeah. All right. I was also going to work in Salem because your criteria seems to work in that one too.
Salem and Medford they work, man.
Yeah, good.
I don't care how blue, red, purple, yellow a state is. If there's pockets in the market, man, you can make it work.
Yeah. So I'm trying to pull code violations and I have the records request going and so I asked the Water Commission for the addresses of all the properties that have their water shut off. And then, so what she's saying is she sent this Oregon statute that says information of a personal nature, such as, but not limited to, personal, medical, or similar file, if basically is not allowed to be disclosed. And so I told her, I'm not asking for any personal information from your customers. What I'm asking for is the location address. And then I found another statute. I don't know if you have screen sharing or anything, but
just tell me.
Public records exempt from disclosure. It says personally identifiable information about customers of a municipal utility company, such as names, date of birth, driver's license, telephone, electronic mailing address, and social security numbers, basically are not allowed to be disclosed. But it doesn't say that the address property. This was on Friday. She hasn't responded yet because it's the weekend.
Let her respond because it didn't say personal address.
Yeah, hopefully that'll work. The only thing is,
are you a guy that gives up?
No.
Okay, that's what I thought. And so you keep going.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep going.
Here's the cool part, man. You can go to a city attorney who has to read the law in front of you and be like, oh, but I interpret it as this. They ain't gonna say that, right? Then you go to the manager and you just keep going up till you get the no from the president. You're gonna keep going up and do it.
Okay.
You can also, I got some good commentary. You can tell them to redact the information too, the emails and the names if they really need to. But yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. The only thing that worried me was I was looking through all the statutes and I found one that says required redaction of certain personal information. And in the first one, it says residential address and telephone numbers. So I don't know if that's like a code that's built in where, I mean, I guess that would mean, say they're an absentee owner, their personal residential address would not be on the record, or it would be redacted, but the location of the property, that should work, right? I don't know.
The personal address might, based on that, might actually be redacted, which isn't really the end of the world, man. But one thing I will probably tell you on this is you can ask them, okay, well, can you give me a list of all the liens you put on people's properties?
Yeah, I actually did
And
just
liens are publicly, just give me don't give me the address, just give me the court, the public record, the book and page of the lien you put. Then you can search from there.
So yeah, I did just send out a public record request.
You don't need to do that. You can just look up the liens.
Oh yeah. I guess cool. I'll try to do that. I guess I just had a question since you said you know a lot of people in Medford and Salem. Do you know that they're pulling like all the code violations and the
Oh, yeah.
water offs? Yeah. Okay.
Drawing
Cool.
for dollars. They're doing it all, man.
Cool. All right. Well, that gives me hope because I was thinking, oh man, maybe the laws are just written where I can't do this, and I just got a JV with you in North Carolina or something.
No, you can do it in Medford, man. And the logic I'm using for you, I'm not putting emotions, is I've seen a lot of people dumber than you do better. And you're smarter than these people, right?
Yeah.
If you're smarter than them, you can do better than them.
Yeah,
and that's
totally.
the point, man. And so, I mean, that's literally all I look, right? I look at the data. I've seen plenty of data. So yeah.
Cool. I'll just keep working and keep fighting for it.
Keep going, man. Don't give up.
I also had just one more quick question because I was thinking about I want to do virtual also, and thinking about North Carolina, and I know it snows in some areas, so I'm wondering how wholesaling works when it's snowing and like you got to get people over there. Maybe I shouldn't really worry about it till I got a house under contract. But
does snow change the deed?
No.
Then there's nothing else going to change.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, once it's under contract, just got to work around the weather. All right. Anyway, thanks.
That's it. Oh, is it raining? I get deals when it rains. I get deals when it snows. I get deals if there's hurricanes. Nothing's going to. I told you, you're not a guy that gives up.
Yeah.
Make the excuse. If the seller's motivated enough, they'll sign the contract. I promise you.
Sounds good.
All right, man. Get
All right,
after
thanks
it, man.
a lot.
Appreciate it. Boom. Austin, what is up?
Hey, what's going on, man? Can you hear me?
I'm doing good, man. I can hear you loud and clear. How can I help you out?
Yeah, I just wanted to ask you are you in Rhode Island at all yet, or for the JV deals, or?
I have people I can work with you in Rhode Island. So yeah, I can JV in Rhode Island.
Okay, perfect. That was my only question, brother.
There's actually a guy. He made he's made six figures this year, I think, or close to six figures. Wholesaling.
Michael, right? Michael Flory, I think it is.
There's another guy. There's three people in Rhode Island I know. Michael's one of them, but there's two other.
Okay.
I think if you go to Wholesaling Houses for Real, search Rhode Island, you'll see a bunch of checks. Those are guys to connect with. There's a lot of guys in Rhode Island you can work with, man.
Perfect, man. Yeah, I got this one guy, Kevin, that we've been talking to a little bit. So,
Kevin McCabe?
I didn't get his last name.
That's another Kevin. There's a lot of guys in Rhode Island. It's surprisingly, man.
Yeah.
It's surprising. So yeah, it's a good market, man.
Yeah, it definitely is. It's thriving, man.
So yeah, dude. I'm telling you, like you're just like kind of like the other guy I was talking to, right, Matt? I have plenty of a pool of people doing well there that I know you can do well.
Perfect. Absolutely. Absolutely.
I like it, man.
I think that's
Any questions?
I have one question. So I actually have set a list of 1,700 driving for dollars list, like not But yeah, I was wondering if I should put that in Podio or should I just keep it in the Google Sheet I have?
Keep in the Google Sheet, call the
Okay.
whole list, and everyone that says yes, put them in the Podio.
Okay. All right. That's what I've been doing. I just wanted to double
Yeah,
check.
it'd be over 1,700 would be overwhelming.
All right.
I would say maybe if you're lucky, 120 of them say yes.
Okay.
Those are 120 follow-ups are going to be easier than the 1,700, whatever it is.
All right. So far I've had 4 yeses. I've had 1 appointment. That's it. But I honestly, what'd you say?
How many calls?
Anywhere from, honestly, I don't know, a decent amount.
Okay. Well, just know how much you've called. Data is good, but 1 appointment already depends how many calls you made. But dude, keep it up.
Absolutely.
Your priority should be calling that list though. So
Yeah.
go do it, right? I mean, we're looking at the date right now. If today's the 10th, I mean, you got 13 days.
Mhm.
24th, 25th, people kind of shut down. But like, I mean, you got plenty of time to go call it. So go after it, man.
Yeah. I'm doing about anywhere from 50 to 70 calls a day.
That's a good amount.
Yeah.
Not bad. Keep it up, bro.
All right, brother. I appreciate it so much.
Appreciate it, man. Keep it up.
Man. Have a good one.
Of course. Boom. And then, hello?
Yo, hello.
Hello, who's this?
Yo, it's Kyle. Sorry,
Kyle,
you you pulled me up earlier, but my mic wasn't working.
Okay, now you're better.
Yeah. So I've gotten probably about 200 like driving for dollars leads. I was wondering how you would like skip trace those.
How many?
About 200. Let me see.
Okay. So you have, I mean, 5 options, I guess. You got truepeoplesearch.com, you got cyber background checks, you got dmzac.com, you got zacdata.com, and you got listaria.com. You got those 5.
Okay. And
those are in order of cheapest to most expensive.
Okay. And it's in Google Sheets. How would I like import them? Because I tried importing them.
Is just copy, paste, and then just paste in the phone numbers. If you use a paid service, you just export CSV, import, match the files, and they'll spit something out for you.
Okay. And then I tried it on PropStream. I copied the you know, what's it called, like the format, and it still didn't work. So
what do you mean it didn't work?
Like I got the CSV, I copy and pasted my leads into it, then I imported it back in, and then it didn't skip trace. So
okay, it should show skip tracing in your leads column when it's done. So when you spit it out, did it charge you anything?
Yeah, hold on, let me see. Contacts.
Call their customer service line.
Yeah, so it has like this test thing, Bob Smith. That's just their like default one, but
yeah,
nothing else came up from my addresses. I put the street name, city, and then state. I don't know if I need a name on it.
So Kyle, what did customer service say when you asked?
I messaged them, but they didn't get back to me.
I'm not a customer service rep, so I can't tell you. But they'll probably help you out, man.
Also, my
99% of skip tracing, dude. I've done a lot of skip tracing with all these. If you can have the columns done, maybe your problem is you didn't highlight the columns, but it asked you to match them. You should be fine. If you're using PropStream, you need to make sure that the first, last name, property address, and the mailing is all mapped out. Make sure the zip state and it's done in the format that they want. But if you use that on a column and you bold it and export it as CSV, you shouldn't have an issue.
Okay. And then one more question. I followed your steps on setting up a Google Voice, but whenever I call people, it comes up as spam.
Okay.
I was wondering how I would fix that.
So you should get another number.
Get a new number.
Yeah, you can change your phone number on Google Voice. No problem. Okay. Or you're calling too many people per hour, or your length of call isn't long enough. I think that's one thing people don't really understand.
Okay.
But a lot of people's length per call isn't long enough.
Okay. And it doesn't charge me for new numbers.
Shouldn't if you change it. You can also delete a number and then put a new one on.
Okay. I think that's everything. Also, I'm finding, like, I'm in Macon, Georgia, doing this. I'm finding like one bed or two bed, one bath. Are those too cheap of houses to wholesale? Are those good?
Macon, you're going to do deals that are $5,000. You're going to do deals where you make $2,000. You're going to do deals where you make 20. If you're in the hood, where you're wholesaling deals at like 30 or 20 and you're selling them for 40, yeah, you can still make 20, but most of those deals you're gonna make 5 to 10. It's Macon, man. Do you live in Macon?
No, I'm from New York.
If you drove through Macon, you'd understand why you're not making a lot in Macon. It's a rough area. It's a good. There's some good areas, man. But I'm telling you, man, like you can get a little rough out there. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
There's a reason why the properties are worth $30,000. No one wants to live there.
I was on Google Maps, driving for dollars, but I don't know. I might have to switch markets.
Why?
I don't know.
Because the wholesalers are doing good in Macon.
Are they?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I guess I'll stay then.
Let me ask you a question. How many offers have you made in the past 2 weeks?
None. I'm just getting started.
It's all about the offers, man.
Mm-hmm. And I got
anything you do to get you in front of making offers ain't going to help you out. So you skip chasing calling. That's going to get you closer to that. Do things that get you closer to making offers, man.
Okay.
You don't even know if Macon's good. You haven't even made an offer in Macon, bro.
Right. And I got let me see this. I got pre-foreclosure leads, tired landlords, and then vacants. What do you recommend I start?
Don't cold call the pre-foreclosures.
Oh, should I text them?
Yeah.
Text them. Okay.
Hey, Kyle.
Yeah, what's up?
You should go to wholesaling.com. I can tell you haven't been through the entire thing. Tell me to my face that you went through the whole course. I don't think you did.
Been through 75%.
Yeah, I could tell you skip some parts, man. What
do
you think I'm going to tell you? It tells me you're not willing to put in the full effort to get rich in wholesaling because you're skipping parts, bro. Mm-hmm. You're cutting corners. Why are you cutting corners, man?
I don't know. I'll go through it again.
No, seriously, why are you cutting corners? Do you think you know more than me?
No, I don't know anything.
Tell me the reason. Is it a time thing? Like I legit want to know. I'm curious because there's a lot of people that are skipping through the entire course. They're doing bits and pieces.
No, I don't really have a good reason. I just kind of
skip for a reason. What's the reason?
I don't know. I'll go watch it again.
You don't. If you did know, what would it be?
I
know you don't know, but what would it be? Why do you?
I don't know.
You're going on here, man.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're not willing to go through the whole course, I don't know what to tell you, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
go through the course, bro. Come back, okay?
All right.
The reason why I'm doing this is because anyone that wants to go on a one-on-one with me, I made the course, man. Okay? I know exactly if you've been through it or not. So go through the course, bro, all right? I'm not here to bust your chops. I'm just saying, you want to hop on here and talk to me, go through the course, all right?
All right. Thanks, Zach.
All right. Have a good one. Shout out to Kyle there. He went on. But I'm telling you guys, if you want to go talk to me and use my time wisely, go through the whole course and then use my time. I can tell very quick if you've been through the course or not. Very quickly. The fact that he doesn't know how to market or what to cold call clearly shows he didn't go through wholesaling.com. Bits and pieces, you can go through the whole thing. And I'm not asking to bust his chops, but like, why don't you want to go through the whole thing? Why do you only go through 70% of it? Marketing is the first part, so you skip parts of the marketing. I honestly want to know. I talk about making zero excuses for success. I say you need to go through the course, and you guys skip through parts of the course. I don't know what to tell you. It is mind-blowing to me that I provide a $7,000 course for free and you'll just go through parts of it. If I do I need to charge you $4,000 for it and then you'll go through the whole thing? Like what do I need to do? I ain't gonna charge for it. I'm not a stupid guru. But I'm just saying. It's crazy. Drives me nuts. So guys, I have a free wholesaling course. It's called freewholesaling.com. Go through the whole course. If you guys want to go talk to me, okay, make sure you go through the course. All right? There's no point of talking to me if you're going to ask me a question that I've already done through the course. Easy as that. Guys, go to freewholesaling.com. Start getting rich wholesaling houses. And I'll see you soon, guys. I'm serious. If you're serious about getting rich, go through my free course. I made it for the people to get the information, then go from there. Guys, love you all. Appreciate it. Hit that like button, subscribe. Check out the live event video we're dropping tomorrow on the channel. See you soon. This is Zach Ginn signing.